Good morning. If I've recorded these right, it should be Saturday morning. A lot of you are off. A lot of us still go to work on Saturday, and you're just getting your weekend started. And I hope and pray that you have lots of things in store for God. You'll notice to my right over here is our theme for the series that we are in at the church, Faith Over Fear. We will be again working through this series Sunday morning in our worship service, which starts at 10:45. I want to encourage you, if your church is not having worship yet, we are posting our service online at 5 o'clock each Sunday afternoon. I try to get them up by 5 o'clock. You can watch them on our church's Facebook page, on my Facebook page, or you can go directly to YouTube at Team Sneed and watch them on there. You can also go back on our YouTube channel at Team Sneed, and you can go back to any devotion that we have done or any sermon that we have done, and you can watch those, and maybe you find a topic that lifts your heart and encourages your heart. Leave us a message. If anything touches you, I think I finally got all the bugs worked out on the YouTube channel where you can leave comments. If you need us to pray for you, let us know, and we will get a notification of those. But I want to remind you that we need to have faith over fear, that we need to trust in God. And today our devotional says, you were made by God for God. It says in 1 Timothy 6:21, it says, some of these people have missed the most important thing in life. They don't know God. God is the most important thing in our life. There are about 18 inches between your head and your heart. Sadly, some people will miss heaven by those 18 inches. They know about God in their head, but they don't know Him in their heart. They intellectually believe the gospel, but they've never let it change their hearts. You're going to forget much of what you've learned in the past, but don't ever forget this. You were made by God, and you were made for God. Until you understand that, life will never make sense. You were not made for your own sake. You might know quantum physics. You might understand all the different theories. You may even know how to build a rocket ship. But if you don't know God, you've missed the purpose of life. At the end of your life, God will give you a final test. He won't ask you if you got straight A's in school. He won't ask you how well you did in your career. He won't ask to see your bank account balance. Instead, He will ask you this: did you get to know me? Did you build a relationship with my Son, whom I sent to earth to die on the cross for you? The most important thing in life is that you would know God. Not knowing about Him, but knowing Him personally. You know, in my 58 years, I have discovered that my personal relationship with God is the most important thing in my life. Do you know Jesus Christ as your personal Savior today? Are you working on that relationship with Him? Are you allowing Him to be the most important thing in your life? I want to encourage you today, if you've never accepted Jesus Christ as your personal Savior, I want to encourage you today to do that. Don't let those 18 inches between your head and your heart stop you from spending eternity in heaven with Jesus Christ. We were made to have a relationship with God. I encourage you today to accept Jesus Christ. And then I encourage you, today is Saturday, I encourage you tomorrow to get to be a part of a church. Either go to church online or go to a church. Our church will be open at 10:45 Sunday morning for worship service. You'll be safe. We're social distancing. We've got hand sanitizer. We're trying to make everything as safe for you as possible. But if you don't feel comfortable, you can go to our YouTube channel at 5 at Team Sneed and watch our service and worship with us there. But the most important thing is allow Jesus Christ to be a part of your life. You have a great Saturday and a great start to your weekend.